I found out that I tested positive through my daughter when I gave birth to her after having no prenatal care. She was exposed to the virus when I gave birth to her. And my immune system was in her body. She hadn't built up her own yet. So the doctor sat me down and explained that I'd have to have her tested for 6 months to a year. And while she's talking to me, I kind of went numb. I knew instantly, like, where it happened, like who did it, but I don't really know. I didn't show any emotion. Inside I was, when am I gonna die? When's my baby gonna die? Who's gonna take care of us? My diagnosis has changed me to realize that life is not about me. There's opportunity for me to get selfish and depressed. And in that, the energy it takes for me to do that is energy I can be putting towards helping someone else who doesn't have a support system like I have, who doesn't have a child to motivate them to get out the bed every day, who might not have a spiritual relationship with anybody. And it's also changed me because I was headed down a really insecure and dark road that probably would have put other people at risk, since I didn't get tested and I had no intentions of getting tested. I didn't think it applied to me. And it sounds weird to some people, but I'm thankful for my diagnosis and finding out when I did and being able to turn my life around. Physically, I suffer from migraines. And there'll be times where I get sick and completely shut down, and I won't get out the bed for at least a week. I guess a good day with HIV would be a day where I would get up not even thinking about it, which is kind of difficult since I've forced myself to work heavily in a lot of speaking out about it. So it's all over my room and it's in my car. And a great day with HIV is when I can help somebody else who's either newly diagnosed or has been struggling with it for a long time, or has a relative that they want to help that doesn't know how to get help, and they come to me. They think about hearing me say something or remember seeing my card somewhere. So that would be a great day with HIV. Some individuals that, in their attempts to help educate about eliminating stigma, they don't touch on the reality of what medications do to you, what you have to go through the doctor's office, insurance, paying for medications, relationships. A lot of our teens, young adults, even older people, they don't think it's a big deal. And I feel like we've gone to the other end of the spectrum where everybody was in a panic. Now everybody is too complacent and comfortable with, oh, there's meds out there, so I'll be all right. Just got to pop a pill, I'll be okay. I think some people do treat me differently. There was one time where I was attending a conference. I was given a shirt that reads, "I have HIV" on the front. On the back of the shirt reads, "If it were only that easy to tell." And the conference happened to be at the mall. And there were these little kiosks in the middle of the mall, and a guy was demonstrating the steamer. And he was approaching me with the steamer, and the way I was carrying my bag was blocking part of the shirt. So he didn't see it until I moved the shirt to stretch it for him to demonstrate the steamer. And as soon as he read it, he tripped over himself, backing away from me, and went to the other side of the kiosk. At that moment, that was the first time I'd ever experienced just blatant, complete, what I felt was disrespect. If you have an issue with somebody who has HIV or AIDS, I want you to speak up about it just as much as I want to speak up to educate. The one thing I want people to know about HIV is that it's relentless. It's opportunistic. It doesn't care where you come from. It doesn't care how much money you make. It doesn't care how many friends you have. It doesn't care about who you're trying to impress. I was considered a good girl. Out of all my friends who were out there being promiscuous and dating strangers and going home with them, I didn't, except once. So I would explain to them that it can happen to anybody. And then on top of that, you can cause it to happen to others. I could have put a lot of other people at risk, my daughter and her father, and then he could have put people at risk because he cheated on me. So I would explain it to him that way, because almost anybody can piece themselves in any part of my story. Everybody has a story.